Warning. Tomb of Annihilation spoilers ahead. We rejoin Badakas the Rogue, Zayli the Ranger, Nala the Druid, and Torin the Paladin shortly after Nala was possessed by the spirit of Obo'laka, the zorbo trickster goddess. As the party heads down a dark passageway, Nala cautiously gets acquainted with her new friend. The change since the spirit has entered Nala's body was immediate. Nala is nervous, fidgety, and slightly more obsessive. So basically Nala, but always in suspicious duck mode. Before we continue, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel. It helps me out a lot. Here, Nala, take a vial of Badakas juice. What's that going to do? It'll make the evil in Nala disgusted and make it leave.
Is that how it works, Badakas?
Badakas sometimes has wishful thinking. Nala has spent most of her time walking and muttering into thin air. She suddenly stops the group to pass along some information she received. Okay. So there are 9 spirits and we can each get possessed by them. They may fight each other over who gets possessed. Wait, these spirits are friends? No, some of them hate each other. We need to find the ones who get along.
But why would we willingly get possessed?
Obo'laka says they'll help us in the fight against Asarak. She says gather all her friends, though that sounds super sketchy. The flail snail might be too busy with themselves to help out, but there's still 6 others who are willing to help us.
Can we control which ones we take?
Judging by Obo'laka's attachment to her ring, they may be linked to specific items.
Hoarders.
The party stops on the balcony of a room that descends a couple 100 feet into total darkness. On the opposite wall, there is a glint of polished metal. Upon closer examination, the metal contains additional riddles.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness descend.
The rest of the riddles are also located on similar plaques. I encourage my players to collect all of them not because it would be especially helpful, but rather because the more information you have, the harder it is to quickly parse that which is relevant. The next few plaques read,
Walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. The walls of history tell all. Death to fire. Dine or drown. Precious air and falling sand. The army sleeps in silence. The mirror holds 12. Find the iron scepter's twin. The maze holds the key.
To quote Nala, what a dramatic... After a lot of pondering over the meaning of these riddles, the party continues down the dark balcony and stops in front of a giant stone skull crusted with moss that juts out from the side of the passageway. A flame flickers in each of its eye sockets, and a view of the chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws. It's big enough to fit someone through, but not Badakas. Badakas is staying behind. You guys have fun. In the room beyond, skulls crusted with dried mud glower from niches cut into walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal with a small humanoid skull floating inside it. Suspicion. Zayli, go do something. Maybe one of the Zorbo's friends is in there.
The Jakuli, maybe?
Zayli inspects the giant skull and notices the jaw is hinged. She takes an iron pot out of her backpack and jams it in the hinge. Hopefully that'll work. Right? After jamming the pot into the skull's mouth, Zayli crawls through the mouth and into the next room. As Zayli goes through the big skull, one of the lights in the eye sockets winks out. Keep an eye on those skulls. They look extra suspicious.
Speak no truths to the doomed child.
No sooner than she finishes the sentence, Zayli's mind is greeted with the frantic voice of a young girl. What is happening? Why can't I see?
Because I put a blindfold on you. It's our little game.
It's now a race against the clock to explore the room while Zayli has to keep successfully deceiving the child's skull that is floating in the crystal container. Zayli walks straight to the sarcophagus and tries to heave it open as the voice echoes in her mind once more. Can you take the blindfold off now? I really want to see my dad.
Nope, we're playing a game and your dad's right here.
Zaylee is still successful in her deception and heaves the sarcophagus lid away, revealing the bones of a Jakuli laying near a staff that looks like a snake. Zaylee grabs the staff and green smoke billows from it, coiling around her like a serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in her ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good." Moa the Jakuli is truthful and kind. Zaylee needs to lie to this child's skull to keep the situation under control. Things are about to go as you fear they might. Are you friends of my father? Is he looking for me?
No, I don't know anything about him.
Tinges of green flame start to erupt from the skull, and Zaylee hightails it out of the room.
Guys, we need to go.
Okay, going. But a guest does not need to be told twice. After a short run that takes everyone further into the tomb, Zaylee stops everyone. She has been quietly conversing with Moa and also has information to share.
It seems the Lich is not always in the tomb, but he has made or found something that eats the souls he has been stealing from the multiverse. Moa is excited we're here because he was getting lonely, though he also says another spirit should be resting ahead of us.
Which one?
He doesn't know.
Of course. Carved birds soar across the walls of this next corridor. Blocking the passage near its northern end is a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades. When adamantine gets involved, you know someone was not messing around. What will happen next as the party tries to recover this third spirit and delve deeper into the Tomb of the 9 Gods? You'll find out soon. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'll see you all next time.